Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we will talk about a very important terminology which is market capitalization. Do you know which company stands at which place on stock market? Have you ever thought of why it is necessary to look for the company's ranking? What indications do you get when you look at these rankings? Well, the technical term associated with this is market capitalization. It refers to the total value of all the company's shares on stock market. Simply, it means the worth of a company in rupee terms. It is calculated by the price of stock into the total number of outstanding shares. Let us take an example. An ABC Limited with 20 million shares selling at rupees 50 a share would have a market cap of 1 billion. Now let's understand the total market cap versus free float market cap. While calculating total market cap of all the companies, all the shares, including the shares traded on exchange as well as the ones held by promoters, government and any other parties are taken into consideration for calculation purpose. On the other side, free float market cap, we exclude the shares held by the promoters, trust, government, etc. Simply, it means the shares held and traded by the public that will be taken for the calculation purpose. Let us take an example. Suppose company A has 60,000 shares trading in public and 40,000 shares are held by the promoters and their family members. Face value of a stock is rupees 10, so the total market cap is around 10 lakhs. However, the free float market cap is only 6 lakhs of rupees. The market cap data is easily available on NSE website, so you don't need to calculate it. Now let us understand why free float market cap is important. First, it depicts the market more rationally. Second, almost all the indices of world are calculated using the free float market capitalization. Third, a company with a higher free float market cap has higher weightage on the indices. Fourth, a free float index reflects market trends better as it takes into consideration only those shares which are available for trading. Fifth, also make the index more broad-based as it helps to reduce the concentration of top few companies. Now let us understand the types of companies based on the market capitalization. First, large cap. Generally mature, stable, well-known companies with established industries are the characteristics of large cap companies. Few examples could be Reliance Industries, TCS, Infosys, etc. The risk associated with this company is less. Second category, mid-cap. Companies which have had a certain growth and are somewhat stable with a promising future growth are the characteristics of mid-cap companies. Ashok Leyland, Mindtree Limited, Adani Gas Limited, etc. are some of the examples of mid-cap category. The risk associated is higher than the large cap and lesser than the small cap. Third category, small cap. These are the new companies and yet to establish themselves in their industry. This makes them the most aggressive and riskiest out of all the three categories. Few examples could be Tata Elxsi Limited, Indian Bank, Hudco Limited, etc. So now I hope you would be able to analyze the companies on the basis of market cap. We are committed to provide you the right videos which will be helpful in taking your trading and investment decisions. So you can like, share and subscribe the channel and get updated with the market.